Hey everyone, this is Rocky from WeLearnChess.com, and today I just wanted to go over a basic checkmate theme, and it's one that I almost always seem to miss in Tactics Trainer. So first I'll show you the pattern, and then I will show you a puzzle that I just actually screwed up on Chess.com's Tactics Trainer. I've got to do a lot more of those puzzles because I really stink. I'm like in the I don't know, 1400s or something right now, my rating for Tactics Trainer. So, anyway, this position here I just kind of made up. And if you were playing someone who wasn't careful, they could fall into this basic checkmate pattern here. So it's black to move, and the knight is under attack twice. So, moving the king or something isn't going to protect the knight. So it's possible, depending on the strength of the player, of course, that he might play something like this, which looks kind of clever because it forks the rook and the bishop, and it also attacks f2 for the second time. So it looks like black has just turned the tables on white, but this basic checkmate theme of this rook and bishop in the corner is something that you always want to look out for, where you can play a check down to the 8th rank or the 1st rank, depending on which side of the board it is, and the king can't go onto the dark squares here, so he's got to go to the light squares, and the rook comes in and gives checkmate here, and there's no escape here for the king, and of course he can't take the rook. So it's just a really basic pattern. Of course, that would be a huge wonder for black, and position was already probably lost anyway, so he was just probably going to lose that piece. But it's something that you always want to look out for, and for some reason, at least for me, I find it difficult to always keep my eye out for this rook swinging over to give mate like this. So let's take a look at a puzzle that I just did here. Whoops. Okay, so this is one that I missed here. I just saw that here in this case is white. A lot of times when I see that I can when I can attack a queen, I kind of don't think, and I just played something like this, which is discovered check, and quote unquote wins the queen, but it doesn't really, because white's already down a queen. And so obviously that was a stupid move on my part, because after something like discovered check, king moves, takes, and then black takes the rook, and then you're just down in exchange, and you're probably in a losing endgame. So obviously there's something better to look for here, and it's the same pattern, but it's the first time I've seen this pattern sort of in the middle side of the board. It's almost always in the corner. But here the king is blocked in, and because you played this discovered check, and because the rook was protected, the king couldn't take the rook. And now the king is kind of boxed in, and that's the other signal. Whenever you're looking for these bishop and rook mates, the king has to be boxed in, usually by its own pieces, or usually pawns. But it could be pawns and pieces, and now you can swing over and give this fun little sort of triangle-shaped mate. If you kind of think of it like a triangle, maybe it's easy to remember sometimes, and I'll have to take my own advice. But I thought that one looked pretty cool, so keep your eyes out for this in your games, and maybe you'll catch somebody on this basic checkmate pattern soon. Alright, catch you later.